Hello. Hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Magic Con Solo Plays Magic: The Gathering. Today we are testing out this new deck that we have, wherein a Helana and Helana deck is going to be playing against a Satoru Umezawa deck, wherein he is the commander. Legendary creature, human ninja. Whenever you activate a ninjutsu ability, look at the top 3 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand, and the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. This ability triggers once each turn. Each creature in your hand has ninjutsu, 2 mana, and blue and black. The ninjutsu is the one we want mainly. The other one is a bonus. With each creature in your hand having ninjutsu, that means we can play anything we want just for the cost of 4, so long as Satoru is out there on the battlefield, which is awesome. Now, it's going to be playing against Helana and Alina, who we've seen before play. Still is undefeated in one-on-one. But I have a sneaking suspicion that this deck will be able to put it in its place, because removal is its top priority, and the Helana and Elena deck will probably not be able to do well with all the removal that it has. In many cases, when you're playing Commander, you're going to find that you have removal on a regular basis because someone in the group will have removal. Therefore, playing in a way wherein there is removal is going to be rough for Helana and Elena, I think. But we shall find out. Let's get set up here. We have that deck ready to go. These have been shuffled, so that's hopefully ready to go as well. Now, let's take a look at getting this battlefield set up a little bit so we can see things a little better. Move this around. See if I can better position some things. All right. A lot of cables actually. Oh, good. Exactly what I want. This is why we do things live, right? Haha. Okay. Let us pull out this thing. We'll get a shot of the battlefield. This is the first time I'm trying to do this live. Previously, I had done it while I just recorded it, which was probably a little bit cleaner in terms of whatever. But in terms of content, what I'd like to do is just get this out there. And so I wanted to go ahead and test that out. Now, let's see what we can do to bring in the other camera. And then we can take a look at what is happening. Let's see. I find that the foils tend to curl a lot, so whatever that means. Okay, so we have our Ulamok side. And on this side is the story. Let's do it this way. Okay. That is close to perfection. There we go. All right, so we got our cards over here. They are ready to go. And this on the Ulamog side. Speaking of which, Ulamog is actually in this deck, so it's appropriate. It is the wrong. It is not the commander, of course, of this bad boy, but this is the commander here. We'll put them over here. Boom. Okay. And then we got the Alana. There we go. Go ahead and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is gonna need a mulligan because, well, no lands. But I'm trying to remember if this was shuffled over here well or not. So maybe I should shuffle first. Let's do that. Well, do. Maybe I should show this here. This isn't a very compelling video, but we're getting there. We're getting there. We gotta shuffle this stuff up. I think that it's really not shuffled. You ever notice how these sleeves stick to each other? I usually don't like that. Alright, there we go. You know what? We're halfway shuffled, so let's just call it. Hopefully there's some lands in there this time. And this will be the Bristly Bill side, of course. Alright, let's hopefully there's more lands in there this time. We'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we should probably roll to see who goes first too. Alright, we have land now. Good enough. Then let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's the other side. Sotoro Meda. Do we have any lands? We have lands. We have lots of lands. Oh, we might have too many lands, but let's just go with it. See what happens. Could be good, could be bad, could be in between. Let's see. Next, rolling the die. This is for Bristly Bill. I say Buffalo, geez Louise. You got a 9. And then for the Challenger, 13. So Challenger gets to go first. The blue-black deck, the WTF LMP deck. WTFLMP means WTF, let me play. And I think that the goal of this deck is going to be not to allow anyone to play. All right, so let's see what happens with this bad boy. So far, we have drawn. And we're not going to mulligan, so let's see. We're going to go land. Whoop. Mountain. I mean, swamp. Oh, man, did I say swamp? I meant swamp. Skull. Swamp. Foiled swamp, too. Pretty swamp, pretty swamp. And then bass. Nothing to do. Nothing to do on that side. All we have is one land. Get a shot of that. Bonk. So we have the land. Okay, next. A bunch of mox opals is what I need. Instead I have none. Draw. I can't look for draw. And then we're going to play a Raging Ravine. It enters the battlefield tapped. Add red or green. Add a forest or a mountain, that is. Until end of turn, Raging Ravine becomes a 3/3 red green elemental creature with whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It is still a land. Raging Ravine. Land. Raging Ravine enters the battlefield tapped. Tap to add a forest or a mountain. 2 land and 1 mountain and 1 forest. Until end of turn, Raging Ravine becomes a 3/3 red-green elemental creature with whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. It is still a land. That's a solid land right there. It comes in tapped. There's the battlefield there for Bill. Then we're going to switch back over. Wait, do we have anything? Well, we can't type anything with a tap land now, can we? Back over to Swamp Boy. All right, on top of draw. We have another land. Boom. Swamp number 2. And then we have a good card to play. Pilfer. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Ooh. So this is a great way of getting rid of somebody's cards, of course. Let me show you the revealed hand. Here's the revealed hand here. And we have a Lotus Ring, a Helm of the Host, a Champion's Helm, Defender of the Heart, Wolverine the Best There Is, and a Colonian Hydra. Well, of all those things that could be gotten rid of, those are a lot of things. It is really hard to make a good decision here. Except for, if we take away this land, I don't see another land right now. Except, I can't discard a non-land. Non-land card. Okay, so that's the only one I can't discard. Let's get rid of the... What do we think here? Boy, it's a lot of... I think this one. Defense of the Heart. Let's go over what this does really quick. Defense of the Heart. 4 mana. Enchantment. During your upkeep, if one of your opponents control 3 or more creatures. Sacrifice Defense of the Heart. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards and put those creatures into play. Shuffle your library afterwards. This can be extremely dangerous, and it could ultimately end this really quickly. So we're going to discard the Defense of the Heart because I am well aware of how much danger that is. Pilfer goes into the graveyard, and we can see that these 2 swamps are now tapped. All right. Good game so far. Back over here. Untap, upkeep, draw. Mountain for turn. Another pretty land. We have 2 things. And we don't have anything we can play. It's all minimum of 3, so we're going to have to wait for a land to come up. Now, let's switch back. Untap. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Let's see, land for turn. And then we're going to cast our commander, who we've already seen. All right. Untap. Up to draw. All right. We're going to tap the Raging Ravine, and we're going to play the Birds of Paradise. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. This one keeps coming back. What a great card to see on a regular basis. That being said, oh wow, that is very bright. Okay, Birds of Paradise, as you can see there. We can't tap it this turn, unfortunately, because that would make it easier. But let's just carry on. So untap, upkeep, draw. Okay. We're going to land for turn. Then we're going to go ahead and swing with Satoru Umezawa. The board state of the other one is such that there's only the Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise would die right away, and it would leave the Halana and Alana deck very weak without the extra land. So Halana will take 2 damage, But because it is unblocked, instead we're going to play for 4 mana cost the legendary creature Kozilek. Kozilek on what turn is this? Turn 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 with 4 lands. Yep. Kozilek with four lands. We did not cast this spell because we didn't have 10 mana. We only had the 3. So Toro comes back into our hand. But we did something that the Eldrazi deck failed to do, which is get a very expensive card out before Helana was able to go off. So, Kozilek, the Great Distortion, 10 colorless, legendary creature, Eldrazi. Let me try this again. Kozilek, the Great Distortion, 10 mana, legendary creature, Eldrazi. When you cast this spell, if you have fewer than 7 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Unique New York. Kozilek, the Great Distortion, 10 mana, legendary creature, Eldrazi. When you cast this spell, if you have fewer than 7 cards in hand, draw cards equal to the difference. Menace, discard a card with mana value X. Counter target spell with mana value X. Wow. Brutal. Alright, so that is out. And Satoru comes back into my hand. We got some summoning sickness to deal with, so we have to wait before he can do anything. And his ability does not happen because he was not cast. He was placed onto the battlefield by Satoru Omezawa. Now, unfortunately, Helana and Alana I don't know if they have a good answer for that just yet, but we will find out very quickly, huh? Untap. Lucky draw. We shall cast a Lotus Ring. Equipped creature. Let's see. Actually, I'll read the whole thing. Sure, it's nice and straight there. Lotus Ring, 3 mana. Artifact equipment. Mythic. Indestructible. Equipped creature gets +3/+3 and has vigilance. And tap, sacrifices creature. Add 3 mana of any one color. Equip 3. Alright, there's the Lotus Ring. It is on the board. It is not played. Here's the board. Board state is got the Birds of Paradise. Got to take it to paradise. Dun, dun, dun. And they're all tapped actually. So we have the Lotus Ring now out. And we will have to pass turn. Untap. Untap. Upkeep. Drop. No crap. You got the land for the turn. crazy. I'm going to cast the Vampire Nighthawk. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Then we're going to swing with Kozilek. No, wait. I should probably. We'll swing with Kozilek for 12. When you cast a spell, if you have fewer than 7, oh yeah. Discard a card with mana value X. Counter target spell with mana value X. Okay. No blockers. Helena takes 12. Ouch. What a big chunk right at the beginning. That was turn 5. Minus 12. The 38. No, 28. 28. 40 minus 12 is 28. All right, so 40 minus 12. Boom. All right, that was great. Good hit. Nothing else at the moment for this one. All right. Big hit, big swing. Untap. Up draw. We got land for turn. Oren Reef, the Vastwood. A Ren Reef enters the battlefield tapped. Add 1 forest. Put a +1/+1 counter on each green creature that entered the battlefield this turn. We will go ahead and here's what we're doing. We're going to equip the Birds of Paradise with the Lotus Ring. Then we're going to it's a 3/4. If we swing, the Vampire Nighthawk will kill us with a Death Touch, and it'll gain them 2 life, and it has flying. So, Boober. We will well, this is complicated. Originally the plan was to cast Alana with the extra, but I realize now that I can't actually sack this for 3. I can't sack this for 4 mana. I have to tap it and sack it. So instead of equipping it, we're not going to equip it. We're going to do that. I know that. We're going to go ahead and just tap, and then we're going to play Alana and Elena for now. And then we'll give the Birds of Paradise +2. So it becomes a 2/3 without any equipment. So we'll go with that for now, and we won't think as much about it as we should. We'll untap up here, untap up the draw for the other side. Okay. We will land for turn. We will then cast Satoru Omizawa again. He comes back out. Then we're going to cast a 9 lives familiar, which has a bunch of sacks on it, or a bunch of revival tokens on it, so we don't need to worry about that anymore. We have Kozilek out, we have Vampire Nighthawk out, we have 9 lives familiar out, we have everything out that we need. We're going to swing with Kozilek. And the Vampire Nighthawk. No, we won't. Actually, we can swing with the Vampire Nighthawk because Lana would die if they block. So we'll swing with both of those, and then this will call. Will he block? Nope. We're gonna say 12 and 2. So minus 14 to Lana and Alina. And now we're at 14 health for Alana and Elena, who's getting their ass kicked by Kozilek pretty much by themselves. And then the other side is now at 42 health. And we're seeing that Alana and Elena have a huge weakness against turn 4 12/12s, which I guess makes sense. All right. Keep on plowing through this. Untap. Untap. Up draw. Oh wait, what am I doing? This is the wrong side. Pay no attention to what I was doing over there. Untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm gonna have that lotus. All right. Draw. Tap. Survival of the fittest. If I survive this, this will be amazing. Then we will tap. Discard a creature card. Colonial Hydra is gone. Tap Birds of Paradise for one more to get rid of. Discard the Spellbreaker Behemoth. So discard 2 cards. I'm going to draw. We're going to go search for 2 cards. Let's see if we can prevent death. Or soon loss anyway. Where is there? Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to do it quite quick enough because if Kozilek comes in with another 12 and then that 2/3 hits again, that's pretty bad. And if we don't have Alana on the table, it'll be really hard to do anything. So we're going to hope. Hold on. Maybe I can play this differently. If only I could equip the Lotus Wing for free. Okay, so I can't... Wait. I can't do... I don't think I'll be able to do what I need to before. So this will be a scoop. And then we see that the Kozilek deck kicked our butt. And also that the Halana deck didn't quite have what needed to be taken, what needed to win here, I don't think. So let's see what we can do. I have the cards I need to win next turn, so long as I don't die this turn, which I will, because this is 12 plus 2 damage, plus, I don't know, 1 or 2 or whatever. It's definitely more than however much life we have here. Even if we prevent that guy from going through, we're still screwed. Dang, so close, so close. If only we had one more turn, we could do it. No, I think we take 2 more turns. I think that if we had the other card from earlier, this would have been a win. Like this card that got discarded. So let's say perhaps instead of discarding this, he had discarded something else. Then, and if I had not known better, then what could have happened is Defense of the Heart comes out last turn with the 4, right? Then, because he controls 3 now, I can pop this, and then out would come Heartless Hidalgo and Sulfine. Then I would play Halana, and then I would give Heartless Hidetsu go haste, and then tap, and then this would be the end of the game. However, Defense of the Heart I removed because I knew that was going to be bad. So, when this happens now, on the next turn, Kozilek, Blah, swing, and die. So, hence, we just wrecked our own deck. We wrecked my deck. That's all I gotta say. This was fun. We'll do this again sometime soon. Thank you.